Hey, Jason here. So after taking some time trying to think of my favorite scene in Attack on Titan, I always came back to that one scene. Season 2, Episode 6, Warrior.
戦士として最後まで責任を果たすことだ。
After rewatching that scene again and again and again, I decided to look into why that is. Why is this scene so great? I don't claim to be a director, nor did I ever study film in school. This is just me with time on my hands, the limitless resource of the internet, and what I noticed. This scene is so suspenseful because there's anticipation. After all, anticipation is what leads to suspense.
故郷だ。帰ろう。
First thing I noticed in this scene are the eyes. The eyes guide the viewer. That is true in any film. If you take notice, eyes are constantly on Reiner, even before the reveal. Here are 3 shots using eyes. Try to guess the emotion without any dialogue. Well, were you able to? I was able to tell doubt, shock, and worry. Throughout the episode, before the big reveal, we are shown foreshadowing using the eyes. In this scene, going from Reiner's focus to Eren's. The eyes really display the feeling of doubt, with his eyes going from left to right, to pausing, thinking for a brief second. Bertolt really doesn't have many lines this episode, but look at how much his eyes show. They're constantly on Reiner.
何言ってんだ。こんなのもう2回目だぞ。なあ、アルミ。俺たちと一緒に来てくれって言ってんだよ。そりゃいえ。だが、まあ。
Another great use of foreshadowing this episode is the usage of reflections. Reflections are often widely used to contrast and compare different sides of a character. I think the greatest example of this is in the film Perfect Blue. In Perfect Blue, they show contrast between Mima in her personal life and her public life as an entertainer. Highly recommend any of Satoshi Kon's works. Reflections of Reiner are shown constantly, showing the sides of Reiner as a soldier and a warrior. I think this is one of the most unique uses of a tracking shot that I've seen in anime. The tracking shot usually follows a subject, keeping them within the frame. So what makes this tracking shot so unique? Well, we follow Hanji, Armin, and Mikasa throughout the shot, not Eren and Reiner, discussing one of the biggest plot twists in the show. Doing the opposite of what the tracking shot is usually used for, it focuses on what's unimportant, which confuses us, giving us a similar perspective to the characters, confusion, until Mikasa notices. Then the shot switches back to Eren, Reiner, and Bertolt. We learn as the characters learn. We then get beautiful small moments such as the shot splitting the frame in 2, Eren on one side and Reiner and Bertolt on the other side, the clouds clearing up as Reiner's mind clears up, and the symbolism of the flag breaking showing a switch in allegiance. One of my favorite shots other than the tracking shot is this over the shoulder shot. It connects Reiner and Bertolt on one side and Eren on the other. Usually in traditional film we aren't shown the subject's perspective until a cut. This effectively achieves 3 perspectives in one shot. Bertolt's eyes on Reiner, Reiner's on Eren's, and vice versa. It is then followed by the only zoom in extreme close-up in the scene. Like most things, used too often and it loses effectiveness. Extreme close-up shots are used to create dramatic tension, with a focus usually on an expression or the eyes. Again, pay attention to the eyes. They display all the information and context needed. All this together creates one of my favorite reveals. No, not just anime, within film. I think this interview with William C. Martell sums up nicely why this scene is so suspenseful.
You don't want to jump straight to the action. What you want to do is you want to create the suspense, the anticipation, because the Hitchcock said that you could have a bomb under a table and it explodes and it's surprising, and you have like maybe 5 seconds of the audience going, "Oh my God, a bomb exploded! Or you can put the bomb under the table, the audience sees the bomb, and then you have the two guys have a conversation about anything, the weather, sports scores, and the audience is going, don't you stop talking about sports scores, there's a bomb under the table, it's going to kill you, you've got to do something about it. And that's what creates the suspense.
Reiner is the bomb.